What is up, my MotoSaaders? Today is Wednesday, and tomorrow I'll be able to say that tomorrow is Friday. That's kind of how I've gotten through my whole life. You know, whatever day it is, Tuesday, I'm like, tomorrow I'll be able to say that tomorrow, then I'll be able to say that tomorrow is Friday. And that's basically how I've gotten through every single week of my life. You know, growing up, I always had these friends that I was like, man, dude, this guy, I have no clue if he's gonna go anywhere when we grow up. And as I grew up, he was the one guy that actually went and like did some crazy stuff. And I realized that me thinking that he was an idiot when I was younger was very accurate. And I wonder if you all also have friends where, you know, when you're growing up, you're like, this person's a goddamn idiot, and then they grow up, and turns out them being an idiot somehow like worked to their benefit. You know, I think that theory really comes down to, I don't believe that thinking is always a good thing. Thinking isn't always a good thing, and I think that you see this a lot in situations where you need to make an immediate decision, where the person who's sitting there and is like thinking is actually paralyzed. They're actually like analysis paralysis, paralyzed by their own thoughts, while the person who's just doing what comes naturally, they go way farther. And there is a quote that basically says, like, if you do the thing, then you'll have the power. Do the thing and then you'll have the power. But if you don't do the thing, you won't have the power. And I feel like so many people, I myself included, find myself stuck and paralyzed by thought and thinking when I need to be immersed in action. And that's why I actually love motorcycles, because you're always doing something, right? You're always making a decision, you're scanning. I see this car over here in front of me. I see these cars coming. I see these little lowered Beamer. I see this Mustang. You know, you're always thinking, calculating, and making decisions. And that's the beauty of riding, that you can't really spend too much time thinking. You have to be immersed in action. And this reminds me of a quote. The quote is, to escape from prison, you have to first understand that you're in prison. And so if you have to understand that you're in prison to first even escape from prison, that goes to say that you have to kind of realize that you're an idiot before you can get even close to being smart. Does this person need help? Do they need a push? Do you need a push? Are you good, bro? Are you good, bro? Maybe he needs a push. Let's go see if he needs a push. Yeah. Yo, you need a push? Can you not start the car? Oh, okay, you might want to get out of the road. If you need a push, I got you. All right then. He did not need a push. As I was saying, to escape from prison, you must understand that you are in prison. And the same way, to even become close to getting smart, you have to understand that you're an idiot. But this comes with a caveat. I don't know if that's how that word is pronounced. Caveat. Caveat. No, caveat. It's definitely caveat. And that caveat is that now I feel weird saying the word caveat. Anyway, by the way, it's anyway, not anyways. A lot of people say anyways, but it's actually anyway. You're welcome. Anyway, to escape from prison, you must understand that you are in prison. The same way to accept that, to even get close to becoming smart, you have to understand that you're an idiot. And this isn't to say that you're an idiot because, in an insulting manner, like accepting that you're an idiot isn't self-deprecation. If anything, it's a natural understanding based off of all of the facts. And the facts are everything that you need to know, or everything that you could know, is about this big, and everything that you probably do know is this big. And even what you do know about being this big, about that much of it is going to become irrelevant next year, and you still have to learn this much. So naturally, accepting that you're an idiot is basically step one for achieving any type of expertise. But you can't sit there and and call yourself an idiot, and that this is something that I'm struggling with right now. You know, anytime I make a mistake, I find that I'm like, I'm an idiot, sorry, my bad, and then I fix it. But then, you know, words cut deep. Words go really deep into the subconscious, and you know, by me saying I'm an idiot, I'm inherently programming myself to believe that I'm an idiot. And I'm sure you can see how that could become a problem in the long run. So I actually don't know what the circumstance is. And my current positioning is that, yes, you have to accept that you're an idiot to make any kind of meaningful progress or take any kind of expertise to, you know, begin the journey of not becoming an idiot. But at the same time, you can't sit there and call yourself an idiot because, you know, then you actually start thinking and believing that you're an idiot. So I don't know what the solution is here. If any of you all have an understanding of what the solution is, let me know. I feel like it's some kind of culmination of becoming a smart idiot and accepting, no, I am very smart for accepting that I am an idiot. Maybe. I don't know. I actually do not know. I don't have a 7th gear. So to conclude, I feel as though the best way to get ahead is to indeed accept that you're an idiot. Because once you accept that you're an idiot, then you begin the journey of seeking knowledge, which is a never-ending journey. But that does end up putting you in a circumstance where... No, it didn't register. That does put you in a circumstance where you risk believing that you're an idiot. The sun is gone, it's suddenly cold. I'm gonna be here forever. Meow. Oh, brother. God dang it. Please. Please. Show me the gap. This is the gap that I was looking for. Go through the back. All right.